You know that opening scene of Falling Down where Michael Douglas loses it in traffic? He's frustrated, overheating in his cheap Chevy, then just abandons his car.
Hey! Where do you think you're going? Going home. Hey! Hey!
Now, I'm not suggesting you go full meltdown mode over some traffic, and I can't promise to solve your back to the office struggles. That's on you. But what I can do is show you how walking away from your car could actually save you thousands of dollars and with way less drama than a 90s thriller. Stay tuned to find out how. Alright, to get started, let's do a little showdown. My car versus my e-bike. Now, my car is no piece of junk. It's a solid Japanese machine, a Mazda CX-9. And yes, that's how it's pronounced everywhere in the world except for the good old US of A.
Mazda CX-50. Mazda CX-50.
The CX-9 is basically a traffic lounge on wheels. Cold AC, ventilated seats, a sweet Bose stereo system, and fuel economy that's not terrible for a 3-row SUV. It's comfy as long as you don't mind sitting in traffic questioning your life choices. Now let's compare that to my e-bike, which has none of those luxuries. The seat is basically a medieval torture device. There's zero protection from the rain, and yes, it does require this thing called effort. But here's the kicker. My e-bike doesn't drain my bank account. I save thousands of bucks a year in gas and more than $2,000 in parking a year. Take that, CX-9. Sure, I suffer a little, but I never sit in traffic. I sneak in some exercise without it turning into a sweaty mess, and I get to occasionally drop into conversations that I'm reducing emissions for the environment. Okay, that part's a little smug. But hey, environmental benefits are real, so why not brag about it? Be that guy.
It's a hybrid. I just couldn't sit back and be a part of destroying the earth anymore.
Wow. Good for you.
And honestly, compared to other non-car options like the bus, the e-bike wins every time. Especially compared to OC Transpo, it's terrible.
Take a look. This very dramatic video captured by a witness. You can see the bus attempting to back up after it appears to get stuck under the sign before accelerating forward, detaching the sign from the ramp, causing further damage while trying to accelerate again. OC Transpo says the driver made a wrong turn.
Okay, time to recap the savings from biking to work. Fair warning, we've got to do some math. So here's the setup. My commute is 15 kilometers each way, 30 kilometers a day. I'm a hybrid worker, so I hit the office about 12 times a month. That's around 144 office days a year. Multiply that out, and we're talking about 4,320 kilometers of commuting per year. Now, let's apply the Mazda CX-9 city fuel economy and the average gas prices here in the People's Republic of Nepean.
Nepean, what a wonderful place to be in. Suburbia's not so bad, our great big backyards make us glad.
Which is about $1.65 a liter. That comes out to just under $1,000 a year in gas. Ouch. And there's parking as well. My employer wants $15 a day just to let my car sit there. Do the math, and that's $2,160 a year. So, as a professional, I'll let those numbers speak for themselves and refrain from further comment. Parking my bike is free, however. Thanks, boss. Now, before you think this is all sunshine and rainbows, I'm Canadian, which means winter. And biking in winter, it sucks. I've tried it, even with big tires. Snow is brutal. Salt destroys your bike, and honestly, it's not much fun. So from December through March, I don't ride. Same goes with heavy rain days. I just take the car. So let's adjust the $1,000 in gas savings. Let's divide it by 12, that's $83 a month. Multiply it by 8 for the good biking months, and I get around $650 per year in gas savings. Still pretty decent. 4 years of commuting like this would be $2,656 in savings on gas alone, and since I charge my e-bike at work, my electricity costs are basically zero. Plus, I'm putting less wear and tear on my Mazda, less maintenance, fewer repairs, and better resale value thanks to the lower mileage. Adjust parking savings after winter breaks and rainy days, that works out to about $1,440 per year. Over 4 years, that's $5,760. Add it all together, that's $8,416 in total savings in just 4 years. And here's where it gets really spicy. If I take those savings, about $2,104 a year, and invest them in a conservative 6% return rate, after 10 years, that grows to almost $28,000. Keep it going until retirement, we're talking over $165,000, all from biking on the nice days to work. And remember, this is all with an e-bike. No sweating, minimal effort, even on hills, and honestly, it doesn't take that much longer to get to work. Traffic in the car means I usually hit about 30 traffic lights. On the bike, it's just 5. So some days I actually get home faster on the e-bike than in the car. So yeah, my CX-9 might be comfortable, but my e-bike is freedom, fitness, and a retirement fund, all on 2 wheels. So this is just one example of how a single change can really add up. But think about it. What if you never bought a coffee at a coffee shop? What if you grew your own food? What if you downsized to a smaller house and paid less in heating, cooling, and property taxes? Or what if you took an interest-free government loan to put solar panels on your roof and slash your power bill? Even something simple like making oat milk instead of buying cream for your coffee. It all stacks up. And if you invested those savings instead of spending them, they could really grow into something huge. Early retirement, or funding the kinds of trips you'll actually remember for the rest of your life. These are the types of videos I want to share with you. Simple changes that can make big differences. So if that sounds good to you, hit that like button, subscribe, and stick around for more. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers.